All right. So, last stream we got into the Pokemon Mansion, poked around a little bit, found a couple items, and I was thinking that tonight what I'll do is just get every single item that I can find in that building. I figure that my team is not as good as it needs to be for anything really critical in this game. Because I haven't even broken a level 50 with any of my Pokemon. So who's in front? For Alligator? Awesome. I figure we'll go upstairs, see what's going on there, and then after going upstairs, we can turn around and see where that basement is. Or where that basement goes. Is there... Wow, it looks like there's only one upstairs. Maybe there's not as much to this building as I thought there would be. I assumed that the basement would be like the dead end. Hope you all had a fun Halloween if you celebrate. I dressed up as Waldo because it's one of the easiest costumes that I own. I would just, you know, I wear my normal jeans and shoes and I put on a striped sweater and some goofy glasses and a cap. As an adult, Halloween is just not nearly on the same level as what it was as a kid. Now that I'm the one that is supplying the candy but not getting the candy, Halloween has lost all of its charm. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a grouch. I actually really enjoy Halloween. Dittos are just free XP. They can't do anything. My neighborhood didn't even get a lot of trick-or-treaters, which was honestly surprising. I expected more. Ooh, Some interesting costumes came through. Okay, so first off we had Goku. It was like a 5-year-old dressed as Goku, which I only bring up because I'm just amazed at the staying power of Dragon Ball Z. Like if I was 2 or 3 years older, I probably would be a Dragon Ball Z fan and not a Pokemon fan. Like I missed the first bus for Dragon Ball Z by just a couple years. I had a cousin who's really into Dragon Ball Z. And I mean I guess I can't speak to it. I don't know a lot about it. But it's one of those things where it's like are they still making episodes? Is it still like a running TV show? I know that they're making games about it. I know that they have a fighter game, which honestly looks cool. Like I've watched gameplay of it and it's pretty sweet looking. I could never get into a serious fighter game though. Another interesting costume was a Catboy maid. And that was one because it was like I don't know. I feel like there's only one maid outfit that you see on the internet. Like all these content creators make all these memes about being a maid, and a kid showed up wearing it, and I was like, oh wow. It was. It's the maid outfit. I feel like I have to defend myself now because I just said that a lot of content creators wear maid outfits, and you're probably wondering what social circles I'm in. It's the one that Ludwig wore on the Germa stream. If I feel like a stream collab of Ludwig and Germa should cover. That should connect it for a lot of people. There's a kid in the inflatable T-Rex outfit, which I just love. That's a classic, you know. Like I don't think internet humor ages well. Right? It like really it's really rare for jokes online to last longer than a year. But inflatable dinosaur outfits, I think that those maybe I'm just old. I think that those are just always great. Gonna have to switch for alligator out soon. I've been getting a ton of ads for TikTok. And oh, I closed the door. I'd already gone upstairs last time. Dang. Okay, we're going back. We're doing a little backtracking. I've been getting a lot of ads for TikTok, and the ads for TikTok are so fascinating to me because they just like take content from TikTok and that's the ad. And then they'll put like a catchy slogan behind it. No, not self-destruct. Dang. Well, now I know to watch out for that. But yeah, and so I got one ad for TikTok, and it was literally just, it was a beach. They were filming the waves crash on the shore during like a sunset, and then it was just like, like the slogan that they chose for that specific one was just like, get out more on TikTok. And it's like, I'm pretty sure if I downloaded TikTok, I would get out less. Where's the, okay, I was like, I thought I could walk anywhere to get out of here. One of the craziest TikTok ad I've gotten was the tagline that they put on it was like, share your memories. Which, okay, I say that tagline. What do you think it's about? You're probably thinking like, okay, it's going to be like someone vlogging. It's going to be an outing with a significant other. It's going to be like a family reunion. Like, it's going to be these like sentimental, when you talk about memories, you're thinking sentimental, right? Share your memories. No, it was a guy wearing an alien mask dancing in a field. as if that is going to be a highlight of your life. Oh man, but I feel like I've bagged on TikTok too much. I honestly don't. Like, I don't mind. I honestly maybe I'll get a TikTok eventually. I don't have one currently because I feel like it sort of has the same like Twitter effect in my life, which is if there's good content on TikTok, it gets shared to every other social media site. You honestly don't need like every social media site because of content plagiarism, which is like, hey, it doesn't bug me at all. If someone does something funny on a social media platform, I hope that it gets shared on other ones, right? Like, that's good for everyone involved. Another big one for this is Twitter. Like, if someone posts, if someone tweets something that's funny, it's gonna get screenshotted and shared everywhere else. Oh, maybe I want this Ninetales. Okay, Confuse Ray. Well, maybe I could use a... We'll just see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like, someone tweets something funny, it gets shared everywhere. And that's the thing. Like, I didn't have a Twitter for a really long time because I thought like, oh yeah, if it's funny, I'll see it somewhere else. Which is still true. I actually see funnier tweets being shared off of Twitter than when I'm on Twitter. When I'm on Twitter, my feed is boring, which is a problem. It's right. It's something that I like. Obviously, I need to curate the feed that I want, but I just don't care. Like, and this is totally going to be on me yet again. But I made my Twitter account and I was like, okay, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, who should I follow? So I follow a bunch of like YouTubers and streamers. And honestly, I don't care. The vast majority of the things that they tweet out are like, hey, I'm doing a thing. And it's like, cool. Or it's like, my video just dropped. And it's like, okay, like I'm already subscribed to you on YouTube. I don't know what else you want from me. And so it's this really weird thing where I go on Twitter and I scroll through my feed of people that like I cared enough about to like find them on Twitter, but I feel like there's nothing interesting happening. And that's the problem, is like when things get real on Twitter, that just means it's drama. And who cares? Like, it's like I don't have time for this. So Twitter's another whole thing for me where it's just like, okay, like funny things happen on it. I don't know where it's happening. Well, so actually now that I will defend Twitter in this regard. Poisoned. No. There are like communities that make it work on Twitter. For Alligator's not going to make it. Not going to make it out of the mansion. I think For Alligator will make it in this fight. But yeah, I was talking to one of my friends. He's a software engineer. Is that the title? I don't know. If your career's in computers, it all blends together for me. And he makes, like, he codes video games on the side. Do I not have any great balls? Dang. And he said that the game dev Twitter community is actually really great. And he was talking about how, like, what they do to be great. which is mainly like engaging with each other's work. They're making games together. Like, that's super cool. But like not every community is like that or can do that. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna, which I'm probably not gonna catch it. Dang, that was close. Okay, I'll try again just because I didn't take damage. But like, I made the mistake of getting into I made the mistake of getting into Smash Twitter, which is probably the worst community on Twitter. It is just a cesspool of garbage. No, I couldn't land the hit for alligator. Your life depends on it. Sweet. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't even want to talk about it. Smash Twitter is just like, I think there's literally only one Twitter account that's worth following on Smash Twitter, because the actual like good Smash players don't really do much on Twitter unless there's like some big drama going on about rule sets or people beefing. Well, let's just go downstairs and see if I need to push that switch. It looks like I need to push that switch. And so sorry, the one good Twitter account is a gimmick account, which just like doesn't help at all. And it's called Images That Precede Unfortunate Smash Events. And it's like, I say that it does get into like the unnecessary beefs between players. Dang it. I say that because most often it tends to have clips of like people just getting like comboed to death, and it's amazing. Like, it's great for that. We're like, I'm gonna try and catch this Vulpix because I like Vulpix. Where I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like that works. But then also it'll have like they will screenshot other tweets and post it, and it'll essentially just be like ratios, where it's like, oh, and it's like, okay, like, you lost me. I don't care about that. All right, we're gonna go heal for alligator, and then we're gonna keep rolling. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, every single social media platform sucks. There is no social media platform that doesn't suck. And I think a lot of that has to do with not knowing like how to really engage with the algorithm. Honestly, it really is, how do you engage with the algorithm? Because like Reddit blows. Reddit has so many armchair psychologists who will see like a 10-second video of like two people fighting in a grocery store, and they'll write like a paragraph explaining like the intricacies of the back and forth and the true motives and who of the people has a mental illness. And it's just like, oh, you see that especially with like car videos. There's a lot of videos of like of people just like driving like idiots, and there's always these big things where it's like, oh, well, let me explain why this, that, or it happened. And it's like it's like a 20-second clip. We have no idea what happened before or after. And then the other problem is like being snarky is like this currency on Reddit where people love to like be sarcastic, but sarcasm's one of the hardest things to convey through messaging, through typing. And so I guarantee, like, if you go to any of the posts that are like the front page of Reddit, and just like go look at controversial posts. Not only will you see a bunch of idiots talking about just who knows what, but you'll also see people who tried to like write the witty Reddit comment that like, oh, this will be so funny, and it just doesn't land, and they just get downvoted to oblivion. But that's the thing, like there are good communities on Twitter, right? And there's good content on TikTok. You have to find it and know where to find it, right? And like there's good, they're genuinely like, the smaller the community on Reddit, the better it is. I followed the Roller Coaster Tycoon community on Reddit, and it's literally just people posting cool roller coasters they've built. Like, it's so simple. You cannot screw that up. But then as soon as like there'll be some like funny gimmick subreddit, and as soon as it gets big, it's gone. It's ruined. It's just overrun by just like meta posts, essentially. It's a mess. And now that I've talked through just how every social media site sucks, maybe, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe Instagram isn't that bad. I don't have an Instagram account, but my wife does, and she just shows me funny pet videos, and it's like, here's a funny cat, here's a funny dog, and it's like, oh yeah, that seems reasonable. But I'm sure if you don't know where to go, you're gonna end up just finding garbage like you do on every other platform. I'm sorry, someone clicked onto my stream right when I was saying maybe Instagram's good, and they immediately clicked off of it. Oh, that's good. That's good. They just caught me at a bad time, okay? They caught me in a moment of weakness. It was not it was not my best moment. We have a Halloween tradition where we make meal in a pumpkin, which is not as gimmicky of a meal as it sounds like. It's actually really cool. You essentially just make like a rice and beef, like it's kind of a stew. You make it when you actually are putting it together, you make it really dry because the moisture comes from the pumpkin, and so you make it. It's rice. It's ground beef, it has mushrooms, and then a bunch of spices to really help it be savory. And you cook it in a hollowed out pumpkin. And like cooking a pumpkin takes a long time. But when it reaches a certain point, it just like all of the liquid, yeah, the pumpkin almost just like collapses. If there wasn't stuff in it, it probably would just like completely deflate into liquid. And so you get this, how do I get there? The door. Okay. This switch should do it. But yeah, so you end up with a stew. And you can scrape like, so you have to clean the pumpkin, like get all the essentially the guts out of it, but you keep the edges of it like you would for making a jack-o'-lantern. And so when you eat it, you can scrape that pumpkin that's been cooking off and include it in the stew, and it's super good. So that's what we did. That's what we did for Halloween, and it was great. Also, I had like 6 Twinkies. they were there. And I was snacking because I haven't had Twinkies in years. you just reach a point in your life where you're never in an environment where Twinkies are normal. Like, Twinkies were normal in, like, high school. That's it. And then, like, yeah, like, how many of you guys, when you go to the grocery store, are like, oh, like, wait, let's go to the sweets aisle, gotta find my Hostess. By the way, Hostess is just bomb in general. But yeah. If you had to choose between a Twinkie, a Ho-Ho, or a Ding Dong, which, by the way, amazing names. Whoever's the name person at Hostess just really knocks it out of the park with these. If you had, what is your favorite of those three? I think mine is, I'll say it in order: Ding Dong, Ho-Hos, Twinkies. Like, Twinkies are fine, but they are definitely not the best. No, not disable. I'm rock throwing, man. It's annoying. Oh, missed bind. There we go. But yeah, I definitely go for the chocolate ones. And, like, I don't even know how to describe a Ding Dong. It's like a cream-filled, like, round cake. I pushed the button and nothing happened. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs. We're gonna push this switch upstairs. Like, the reason I had all of those Twinkies, now that I'm thinking about it, is because they were chocolate Twinkies, which are vastly superior to your regular Twinkies. I think that worked. I think that was the play. Arcanine's a boss. Love the Leer animation. Just laser vision. Bite shouldn't be super effective against Steel type. Which I like. Obviously, it's not the actual move that defines if it's super effective or not. But, like, come on, you're biting Steel. You're gonna have a bad time. There's a Pokemon fan game that candified the entire game. It was I want to say it was just fire. I mean, every ROM hack is a Fire Red ROM hack. But it was Fire Red, and you had, like, chocolate type, and, like, I mean, I think, honestly, I think fruit type was one of them, which I think is weird now that but, like, they redid, like, the sprite work, so Squirtle, instead of a shell, had, like, an apple pie. Just, like, really fun, really creative. And they made it so Bite was super effective on everything, which is just genius. That's like, I admire the dedication, because it, like, essentially, to me, that's the kind of conversation you have with a friend late one night when you're just, like, saying whatever, and then they're like, no. No, we actually have to do this. They were probably just sitting there, and they were like, oh, like, what if there were candy type Pokemon? And then, like, the friend was like, and then Bite would be super effective. And they're like, yeah, that's great. And then, like most people, you would probably move on. But, oh, what move? Oh, shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Slam. I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to use Screech. Maybe I should. I'm not going to use Tackle when Slam's an option. What if Slam doesn't have 100% accuracy? Okay, we'll do Screech. There's so many items and I want them. We can make it. Level 40, level 40. Breloom, you're worthless in this building. Let's put for Alligator out up front. What? Oh. I was like, wait, when did Feraligatr get poisoned? The sleeping bag doesn't heal you from poison. I should have an item. So I should kill in the next turn. And then have an item to heal from the poison. No, I don't have it. I only have Confusion. Okay, okay. Are they only Ultra Balls? Is that the only item that shows up here? We'll ride with Feraligatr until Feraligatr can't fight anymore. By the way, new update came out for this game. I'm currently playing on 8.3. And I'm actually keeping... I'm not deleting the old versions. Because I do think it would be fun to I honestly, I just look at Pokemon Wilds and I just assume that this game's only going to get bigger. I think that this game's going to grow until Nintendo actually shuts it down. It's just incredible. It's just an incredible game. And honestly, like, I saw in the Discord that someone posted it to 4chan, and now a bunch of 4chan people are playing it. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, someone's going to post this to Reddit. Someone's going to post this to Reddit, and they're going to get nothing for it. No one's going to care. And then someone else is going to post it to Reddit, and no one's going to care. But then someone's going to post it to Reddit, and like, it just hits different that day. You know, alignment of the sun and the moon, and it like just blows up, and then 1 million people are going to start playing it overnight. And then it's going to like get some like gamer articles like the Pokemon game that you've always wanted to play. And then Nintendo's going to hack it. And so I think that it would be fun to be able to go back and say like, oh, look, like this is the old version. Like this is what it looked like way back when. Honestly, I wish that I found out about this when it was first a thing, because I would love to have seen what like version 0.1 was. I mean, I don't even know when it went public. Actually, now that I say that, it's probably just in the Discord. I can probably just go back and download the original. All right, Feraligatr, we need to pull you. I'm so glad that walking while poisoned doesn't just destroy your Pokemon. Okay, so we need to push a switch. Maybe I'll just go back and heal. This place is going forever. I thought it would be over by now. Oh, I was just mashing. They caught me slipping. No, don't poison my Charizard. No. No. I was talking with a friend about Shadows of the Empire. And he told me that on higher difficulty, that speeder bike, you can actually like dive on impact on the speeder bike level, and it just sounds impossible now. Like I legitimately don't understand how anyone can pick up and play that level and not die like 15 times. If that's how it is set up, that sucks. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm gonna beat it. Oh, I think I have like 2 more streams in me before Shadows of the Empire will just be done. Like, it's a short game. And I actually want to go back and try it on a higher difficulty, but I think I'll just do that in my free time. I don't think I'm gonna stream it. 1 playthrough is enough. This is the switch I need to push. Dang it. Also, just a heads up, I am not going to be streaming at all next week. Oh, why am I doing flamethrower? He caught me slipping again. I'm actually going scuba diving in the ocean for the first time. So, wow, flamethrower still did work. Which I don't know if I've ever talked about, but this year I got Scuba certified, which just required a practice in a pool. And then for the final like day, we actually went out like on location, but it was not in the ocean. So it was still like a natural body of water, which I don't think that's required, but I'm Scuba certified. And next week, I'm flying out to Belize to scuba dive, which like I have not traveled in a really long time for obvious reasons. So I am so excited for this. It is going to be incredible. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you guys everything that happened. I'm going to tell you about all the sharks that I saw. Just kidding. If I saw a shark, I would panic and die. I'll tell you all about the beaches. I'll tell you about the food. Honestly, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know anything about the food in Belize. What am I doing? I'm not even... You're like, guys, you have caught me on full autopilot. For the last 3 battles, I've just... Like, look at Flamethrower did that much without even being... Yeah, or I'm just like, yeah, well, you know how it is, you know. It's Charizard, he can beat anything up. I just mash the A button. No. Oh, I thought it froze for a second there and I panicked. I was like level 50, like first Pokemon there. Oh, no. We're going to fly home so that we can get rid of Alligator's poison. Whoa. Those cactuses aren't usually here. My game plan is to complete the Pokemon Mansion, to then turn around and do the ruins, that are in the desert, and then to go to a new island and make like just a really, really beautiful estate. Because that's, you know, now that I think about it, I need to plant and grow trees. And not just have Pokemon, but also be able to get cures for all of the ailments. I wonder how to craft Repel. Wait, I don't think it's a move you craft. I think it's like a overworld move that Pokemon know. I'm pretty sure poison types know Repel. Dang it, that one's not a gate. Let's check out the kiln. See what we can do here. 11 great balls, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's get back to that building. Let's get to the bottom of that mystery. So cool. I still think it's so cool that my mansion got created with a bridge over a lava pit. That's just awesome. I should switch Charizard around. Yeah, first level 50. I'm so glad that the buttons don't reset. It would be really annoying to have to flip the switches every time you go into a mansion. I love how sometimes you can walk through like entire floors without an encounter, and then other times you'll go like one step. I also love how there's Rattatas here. Like everything, like honestly, this mansion has a lot of really great Pokemon, and then there's just Rattata, just doing its thing. Super Fang is a great move, though. Oh, that did nothing. This is where youngster Joey got his Rattata, I am sure. Let's see how much health this Magmortar has after this hit. Maybe I'll try and catch it. Nah. Does Slash have lower accuracy, or is that just because of Smokescreen? Oh, so the I don't think I've talked about this. The new Mario Party game came out. And by new, I mean it's just a remake. But it's this really great mashup of like a bunch of different games. So you get maps from a bunch of different games. You get mini games from a bunch of different Mario Party games. Just like what I wanted Super Mario Party to be. But Super Mario Party did not end up being that, which is disappointing. And that's what kills me about it, is I bought Super Mario Party and I honestly thought like this is a fun game to play with friends and it'll probably have DLC. And that's not how it went down at all. Instead, they just released all the DLC. I'm speculating, as its own standalone game, and the DLC is way better than the game that I bought. And sometimes it'd be like that. I'm amazed by how few people, how few games there are in like the board game kind of genre of video games, because mini games are awesome. Playing lots of mini games is super cool. I played Fusion Frenzy growing up, which is an Xbox game, and it's just party games. Like, imagine Mario Party but without the board. And you choose, it takes place in like a sort of like cyberpunk-esque city. And so instead of picking like how many rounds you want to play, you pick how many regions in the city you want to play in. And then you'll do like, I don't know, it's like 3 or 5 mini games in a region. And then there will be a fight at the end of each region where you're essentially your character. If it's going to minimize, we're just going to leave it. Where it's just your character trying to like collect the most orbs is essentially it. And you can punch people to steal their orbs. So like at the end of it, so that's the one staple. Every time you play, at the end of every like region, you actually have this consistent like collect the orbs game that helps. And that's that's how it works. Like when you win a mini game, you get orbs, and then like the person who has the most orbs, like who won the most mini games, has the most orbs available to them in the region ending game, and then can be targeted, and people can take like those orbs from them. So that's sort of like the equalizer, is like even if you get thrashed in the mini games, at the end of a round, you can then just like dogpile someone to try and even the playing field. Genius. Like it's and that's the crazy thing, is like it's the only time that I've seen the mini game like party game system work outside of Mario Party, which like a lot of companies have tried to make Mario Party with their IPs, and it just doesn't work. I was thinking about what could you do to make Mario Party itself a better, better. What could you do to improve it? And I think that you should just make everything a game. Like just everything. It's I'm just mashing. Like if you land on a red space, play a minigame where the odds are stacked against you. Like every time you land on Bowser should be a game versus Bowser that's stacked against you. Like Well, I shouldn't say red spaces. No, just the Bowser spaces, because the red spaces determine what teams for the post game round. I would do everything to like, instead of like, honestly, I'd replace every item shop with just like a item mini game, that kind of deal. No, Weezing. I hate you. I hate you, Weezing. I should have ran away. If it's a Weezing, I'm out of here. Okay. Oh, Breloom's in front. We're out of here. No. No! Breloom! Also, and I know this is like the hardest thing to balance in Mario Party, I would try and shorten the actual, like... Holy crap, this thing just keeps going. I would try and shorten the gameplay surrounding the blackboard itself. I think that, like, they did, like, legitimately, they did a good job making a board game. But I think that by giving the player so many paths, so many like different items to interact with the overworld, so many different options. Why did I try and run? Steelix is slow. It makes everyone's individual turns way longer. And also, like, and this is by design. Come on, Steelix, land a hit. Because it gives you so many options and so many different things, it's intentionally designed to randomize so that anyone can win, which is great. Like, no one would like playing Mario Party if it was like Smash Bros, where there are just people who are just going to like be better, and it's not like there's not enough randomness, which is supposed to be the items, but like the items in Smash. But like honestly, there's a huge distinction, which is the people who own Super Smash Brothers play it a lot more, understand, and like even understand the items better, right? And so it doesn't, like, the items in Smash Bros don't really level the playing field as much as they could to make it a better party game. Which, like, by the way, I don't even know what Nintendo's trying to do with Smash at this point. Is it like it's waffled before on like making a serious fighter or not, right? But yeah, like, if I'm thinking if you just make a traditional board that doesn't have a million different options and doesn't have like some weird randomizing elements to like divert where your player can go, that are outside of your choice, because that does happen sometimes and is very frustrating. No, come on, Steelix, you can do it. Steelix could not do it. People probably hate the advice that I'm giving, but if I was in charge of Mario Party, I would make the boards a lot simpler with a lot less random elements, and I would make the turns happen way faster and make it way more about the actual part, like mini games. I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I just sort of want to see the end of this building. I need to get Breloom out of the front, but Breloom can heal. That self-destruct is gonna bug me forever. Can't believe they did me like that. I'm calling it. The only items you get in here are Ultra Balls. How many is that? $23? This place is massive. Holy crap. Honestly, I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm going through this whole... Like, how many floors have I been in? You know, now I think about it, the mansion would be so much harder if Ditto actually copied me. It's getting way too late for this. I can't believe it's still going. What? What is that? I don't think I'm ready for this. I'm gonna come back here with a full souped up team. Okay, so I think I didn't recognize that sprite. I did not recognize that overworld sprite. But if this is the Pokemon Mansion, the legendary that would make the most sense here would probably be Mewtwo, right? Because there's also a bunch of Dittos in this place. Like, this entire place has stayed pretty true to the OG Pokemon Mansion. I mean, it essentially only has Gen 1 Pokemon in it. Magmortar's an evolution from a Gen 1 line. So I guess I didn't know what I thought would be at the end of the mansion. Because part of me was thinking, yeah, like I guess part of me was thinking every like major location is going to be a like legendary encounter. Like that makes sense. Like I'm sure well, I say that because on my other file, just out of curiosity, I just like ran through the ruins in the desert. I ran all the way to the end. Well, that's not a legendary though. And and there's a I'm gonna botch this name. How do you say it? There's a Volcarona at the bottom of the ruin, and that's not a legendary. So maybe it's something else. It looked humanoid. It's gonna take me 80 years to get back there. Okay. Is that like 6 floors? We're gonna get out of here and heal. All right. Wait a second. What level is that? What level is that Pokemon gonna be at? I was running into level 50s just... Is it also gonna be just a level 50? Okay, well... We're gonna have to find out next stream. But as always, thanks so much for watching.